So is it on now or? Uh, yes, hon. Am I doing what? Oh yeah. I paid. Well, it automatically came out because my car payment, which is $363.21 a month, it was due on the 6th of this month, and it just got paid today because I never had the money before today. So So that was $363 it came out. So that left me 200 and some dollars. And I paid a couple other bills. So I'm down to, as of right now, I'm down to like $59 and something before I go and, get plasma, today. So that'll give me another $50. And then of course now a week from today, next Friday, or no, well, I get paid on the second. I get my Social Security on the second. So actually, I'll get paid next Thursday, which is the second, because because the 4th of July, Independence Day is on a Saturday. So technically, we get paid on Friday the 3rd, but they're counting Friday the 3rd as the holiday, so I will get paid on Thursday the 2nd. So, and of course, out of my Social Security check on the 2nd, that's when all my other bills come out, like my rent, my internet bill, my phone bill, my life insurance, my just all the different bills that I have that come out, somewhere between like the 3rd and the 7th of the month is basically when I have everything set up to automatically come out on my checking account between like the 3rd and the 7th of each month. So, so, that's just the way it goes. It's just like you think you're going to get ahead paying bills and everything, and then you never do. Oh, I'm putting you back to sleep. Yep, I know. That's life. You never get caught up on your bills. You never, never do. It's like every time you think you're caught up and you'll be able to save a little bit of money, now something else happens. But that's really all you got is, and your what bill? What bill is that? Yeah, your belly bill. Your belly bill. Yep, I have a problem with the belly bill too. Yeah, yeah, I got car and electric and car insurance, life insurance, rent. You know, oh yeah, I gotta pay. Because every month I make out, I write everything down. Like this is June 2026. There's like rent, electric, phone, car payment, car insurance, life insurance, you know, Landmark, Better Link, all the different bills. I write everything down every month, and then I put in brackets, parentheses, of what day that bill is going to be paid. Come out of my bank account. So I just write everything down, and like for July, I've already started. I started July, writing everything down and stuff. So, just writing everything down. That way I can know, what's coming out and what date it's coming out. Like my rent comes out on the 3rd, the electric bill comes out on the 3rd, internet bill comes out on the 5th, my, phone bill, it comes out on the 10th of each month. Car payment is on the 6th. Car insurance is on the 7th. Life insurance is on the 3rd of each month. Everything that I pay, I write it down, and then I mark down what day it's coming out and stuff. So, I do that every month. I learned that from my mom. She used to do it every month. She would, write out, it isn't really a budget, but it's sort of a budget. She just would track how much, of her Social Security bills or whatever each month. And of course, she had given up driving a couple of years before she, passed away. She had just given up driving, so she didn't have a car payment or car insurance or anything like that. So, and I mean, I've thought at times about just, getting rid of my car, just, getting rid of it and just use the public transit here, or walk to work or whatever. But then I figured, man, because then if I get rid of my car, then I wouldn't be able to go up to Medina to get plasma. I wouldn't be able to go to Cincinnati or to Xenia to see my sister, so, I need my car, for certain things and stuff. I mean, I can walk to work, and Melanie would, except for Sunday, she could ride the bus to work, because the city bus, stops right up there close to work. So she could ride the bus to work and to home, and stuff. And it's not that far. It takes me less than 10 minutes for me to walk up to work. So, but like I said, I wouldn't be able to go down and see my sister if I didn't have a car. And she's not capable of driving the 3+ hours up here to see me. There's no way, because she has to be there because her husband, he's got, MS really bad, and he can't do anything. So, she has to help get him out of bed, take him in, to go to the bathroom, help get him into the shower, to take a shower and stuff. And, so she has to be there for him. So it ain't like she could just leave and drive up here to see me. So that's why I got to have a car. And then of course, once we're here together and married and stuff, then if I don't have a car, then we can't go anywhere. We can't go, I can't take you and show you everything, except for like what's like right around Wooster and stuff. That wouldn't be able to go anywhere. I wouldn't be able to take you down to my sister's. So got to have a car. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. And like I said something to Charlie, I went over and was talking to him for a couple of minutes yesterday, and I said something to him about, this coming Monday night, if he wanted to go, over to Orville to the church over there that has, the last Monday of each month, they have a food pantry at the church where they give everybody a whole bunch of, food, you know. all kinds of stuff. I mean, and he says, "Oh yeah, I go." Cause well, and we haven't went for like the past 3 months in a row. We haven't went, so I asked him when I was over there yesterday if he wanted to go, and he says, "Yeah, I'll go." So I said, "Okay." So we'll be leaving here about around 4:15. You know, Monday, late afternoon, because it starts at 5:30. It goes from 5:30 to 7 o'clock, and usually when we get over there, we get in a line of cars and stuff, and there's already like anywhere from 15 to 20 cars already sitting there waiting. Some people like in the front of the line, like the first, car or whatever. They get there like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they sit there for hours just so they can be like the first ones to get stuff, and then so they can leave. Because sometimes they'll get there 2:30 or whatever in the afternoon, and that doesn't start until 5:30. So they'll sit there for like 3 hours or more, just sitting there waiting for it to start. Yep, you're still recording because you keep looking down at your phone. Uh-huh. Hi. Well, I'm waving at you in the camera. Hi. Mm. I'm holding my phone. That's why I can't do it with double hands. I mean, I can set the phone down here and lean it up against my. Now I can do it. But yeah, that's all I'm doing. Just sitting around, writing up my, list of stuff that's going to be paid, in July and stuff. And like I said, I've got, um, as of right now, I got $59 left in my checking account until I go and get plasma today. And that'll give me another $50. And so, but